B3. What up? We are live. Finally live. We're live. But the good news, we're diving right into it. Let me throw into the chat that we are live now. Live now, B3. Alright, so chat has been made aware that we are live now. We got a massive Wemby hunt that's been marinating for quite some time. This one's been marinating a long time. What did I do with my seltzer? That's the question. Alright, I found it. I left it in the other room, but I found it. Alright, so I got my seltzer. We are live. We got one in the room with us, so someone's in here. Someone's hearing us. Let me know if you can hear me, see me. We're gonna get right to it. We're wasting no time today. The frozen seltzers always bubble over. Always bubble over. Alright, let me know if you can hear me and see me. We're going to get started right away. Like I said, it's a late one, so we're getting started right to it, and then whoever jumps in can catch up. We got NBA Snake Break number 45. So we've reached our 45 basketball break. When we get to 50, we might do something special for that, because basketball has been a slow build. But we got a full-out Wemby chase on the table. All right, let's go through a list of ownership. We got Big Cat Bradford on the Atlanta Hawks. Rival card breaks, Donnie Scheffler on the Boston Celtics. You got Matt Leo Grand on the Brooklyn Nets. Big Cat Bradford on the Charlotte Hornets. Rival, Donnie Scheffler on the Bulls and the Cavaliers. You got Joe Lurch on the Mavericks and the Nuggets. Rival, Donnie also on the Pistons. Joe Lurch also on the Warriors. We got B3 on the Rockets and the Pacers. Benny Lamp on the Clippers. Joe Lurch on the Lakers. Mike Haralambis on the Grizz. You got Adam Light on the Heat and the Bucks. Joe Lurch on the Timberwolves and the Pelicans. B3 on the New York Knickerbockers. You got Joe Lurch on the OKC Thunder. Mike Haralambis on the Magic. Benny Lamp on the 76ers. Joe Lurch on the Suns. Matt Leo Grand on the Trailblazers. You got Joe Lurch on the Kings. Matt Leo Grand on the Spurs, the big winner there. That's half the work. Half the work getting the Spurs, the other half getting the Wemby. We're halfway there. Joe Lurch on the Raptors, B3 on the Jazz, and then Matt Leo Grand rounding it out on the Washington Wizards. The Wiz. All right. Said we're moving quick. What are we breaking tonight? Well, first things first, you got the Revolution Chinese New Year hobby. You're looking for the Emerald exclusive numbered to 88, which would be a big Wemby, and the Hollow Golds numbered to 8. That would be a huge Wemby. Also looking for the exclusive Chinese New Year autographs numbered to 28. That would be big too. Unfortunately, Wemby did not sign for Panini, only tops. You got top rookies on those autos. 5 cards per pack, 12 packs per box, total of 60 cards. Last one we opened, we did get the gold numbered to 8 for a rookie. It was Aaron Wise who, I believe, pulled that one in. All right, what else are we breaking? Hoops Premium stock. Now, the big ultra rare for these are the Retro Net Marvels. That's the Marvel superhero kind of background. You got the high voltage as well. You're looking for autos and mems that are possible. We got 2 of the megas. 10 total prisms come out of the Megas. I remember that back in the day. That was such a big deal. Kind of like refractors for Topps when Panini first started putting out premium stock. It was hoops, you know, that classic name, but also refractors or prisms. All right, we also got 5 of the blasters. You're looking for the seismic prisms, which are exclusive to the blasters. Same ultra rares you're chasing, the RetroNet Marvels and the high voltage. Autos are possible. Looking for autographs for some of the hottest young players of the game. So we got 5 total blasters. That's 3. There's 4 and 5. Now, you got Phoenix. Phoenix, you're looking for the ultra rare Genies and Metropolis. Autographs are possible as well. And this is the debut edition of Phoenix. So first time Phoenix went live for basketball. We got 5 of the blasters. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you also got 2 Megas. Looking for 12 prisms out of the Megas. Ultra rare is the Genies and Metropolis still, and you're still looking for autos. So that's the rundown. Big, big break. Lots to chase. Let's get it. Good luck. Some other big rookies exist besides Wemby. You got Scoot. You got the Thompson twins. You got Grady Dick, who I still think is going to be a really good sharpshooter. Bilal Coulibaly. Brandon Miller, B. Mills. G.G. Jackson. Colin Gillespie. There's a lot of big rookies that put up some numbers, so it's not just Wemby. But obviously you're looking for a Wemby payoff nonetheless. We're going to do a lot of sleeving later. I'm announcing it now, and I'm going to hold myself to that. So I got to do it if I'm going to get to bed at a decent time. I got a new boss, too, so I got to behave myself, you know? All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. I say, for good luck, we drop a couple podiums now. Try to entice some hits out. I said we drop a few now. All right, good luck, B3. Eric Gordon leading the way. Julian Phillips going out to the Bulls. Chi-Town, that's rival. You got Jaylen Brown on the green velocity. That is not numbered, but a nice green laser. Going out to Boston, rival. Rival getting the first 2 cards. Jason Tatum also going to rival on a Templeman. Then you got Buddy Hield. Jaren Jackson is a prism. That one going out to the Grizz, Mike Haralambis. Dariq Whitehead, nice rookie there on the velocity. That one going to Brooklyn, Matt Leo Grand. Dariq Whitehead on the rookie. You also got Halliburton coming out on a green velocity. That one is numbered. I noticed the green background shouldn't be for a yellow team. So there you go. 5 out of 175 going out to Hallie. He'll be coming back this year. He had a solid shot at that championship until that Achilles gave way. But that one going out to, B3 on Indiana. So we'll take that. All right, you got Zubac, Ray Allen, Ben Shepherd on a base going to the Pacers. That is also B3. Jarris Walker going out to the Pacers, also B3 on a instant phenom. Then you got Anthony Simons, Rudy Gobert. Delano Banton is backwards. Portland Trailblazers getting the Banton auto. Portland Matt Leo Grand, nice Crusade. Danilo Blanton on the auto. Now he wasn't a rookie, but he is a guard that gets playing time. Delano Banton, very nice. Matt Leo Grand starting off hot. Cam Thomas coming out on the velocity for Brooklyn. That's also going to be Matt Leo Grand. You got Keegan Murray, Anthony Davis, Jaime Jaquez going out to Adam Light. Nice rookie there. De'Aaron Fox is your Paragon. That one going out to the Kings and Joe Lurch. You got Denny Avdia, Io DeSunmo, Shaden Sharp, and then Giddey coming out on a velocity. Josh Giddey to OKC. That is going to be Joe Lurch. So Matt Leo Grand starting off hot. It's not the Wemby yet, but we'll take a nice bonus auto. First box Magic. Dariq Whitehead, nice rookie there for Brooklyn. That is also Matt Leo Grand. And then, of course, Halliburton on the green to 175. Ain't bad for B3. We'll take that. We'll get our rookie sleeved up. All the inserts and the vet color that's not numbered, I will sleeve later. Just for the sake of time. For the sake of time. If anyone's out there, you know what? Say what's up. Let me know you're here. Or, you know, you could always shoot me a message, like a text or a PM, and just let me know you're actually watching. So I know if I'm talking to anybody or not. I know I can see there's 3 of us in here, so 3 of us are watching. I assume Matt probably has this up on the TV. That's my guess. Ben Shepherd. That one is not going to go there. Alright. Where are we going next? Let's go to a premium stock. Let's flip it back and forth. I knew putting some podiums out there would juice the table a little bit. Always seems like it entices a hit out. Empty box. On to premium stock. Anthony Black, another really good rookie from this class. He's a stud. He dunked over like 4 dudes last year. That was like one of the highlights of the year. And him and Grady Dick have that really funny jersey swap photo. They got fined for it. But whatever, it was funny. He tried to do it with Derek White too, and they wouldn't let him do it. Grady Dick, he was like, all right, well, I did it with Anthony Black. Let me do it with what's his name? White from the Celtics, Derek White. And they're like, nah, we're on to you. You're not doing a jersey swap photo of the last name White and the last name Dick. Here we go. James Harden. Isaac Okoro. You got Isaac Okoro on the Seismic going out to Cleveland. Nice little insert there. Rival. Tyrese Halliburton back again for Indy on the City Edition Prism. That's a nice little insert. I'll take that. That one's going to B3. You got DeJounte Murray. Ausar Thompson coming out for Detroit and Rival. Nice rookie. Ayo Dosunmu. You got a Nikola Jokic. Denver. Joe Lurch. PJ. Eric Gordon. Jalen Slauson going to Sacramento and Joe Lurch. You got Jaden Springer, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Ashish on the Prism. Nice one there for Adam Light on Giannis. You got Darius Garland, Nikola Vucevic, Chris Middleton, Fred Van Vliet. You got a Trae Young Hoopla base going out to Big Cat. Derek White, the man of the hour. Nicholas Batum, Tyus Jones. You got Adama Sanogo going out to the Chicago Bulls. Rival on the Seismic rookie. Zion coming out on the numbered. I was hoping this would be Wemby. I was like, Wemby orange. We've pulled one before. I think they're numbered to 299. Yep, 299. 66 out of 299 on the orange. Zai going out to Joe Lurch. I think he's good. He's going to have a big year this year. I think he's getting himself back in shape. Jalen Williams, Ant-Man. You got Malachi Branham. Jarrett Allen on the Seismic going out to Cleveland. That's going to be Rival. Paul George on the silver going out to the Clippers. That's Benny Lamp. And then Wendell Carter Jr. So we are cruising right now. All rookies will sleeve live, but everything else that's not really cool or numbered will get sleeved later. Just for the sake of time. Of course, Zion going up on the orange. Nice little hit there for Joe Lurch. I almost took the Pelicans myself, Joe. I had a good feeling about them. Sonogo, nice rookie seismic. And then you just got the Giannis Sheesh Prism. That's a nice looking card. Even though he is not with the Bucks anymore, the Bucks are always going to love him. And then you got Hallie on the City Edition. Love that card when it's a Prism. I'll add that to the Pacers. All right. Let's get our bench organized here. Happy to be back at the table, B3. It's been a hot minute. We've had a little hiatus. We got a Tom Brady rookie box up there. Now we've also got a half a Donruss Mega fresh case break. That's got Topps Resurgence in it, the new hobby for Topps. We haven't opened a ton of Topps hobby yet, obviously, other than Topps Chrome, because I love Topps Chrome, and the value stays with Topps Chrome. But Resurgence, I got a good little deal on it. It comes with 2 autos. It is the pro uniform now, so we might as well give it a whirl, see what happens. When we try new shit, it usually works. We try some new shit every once in a while, and we usually get lucky. So I'm just going to roll with that and hope for the best. All right. This is Phoenix number 2. Looking for something numbered. Maybe another little auto. You never know. All right. We got Melo coming out for the Knickerbockers. Heck yeah. Oop, stuck to Melo is Jose Alvarado. Go figure. Another nice Nick now. Desmond Bain. You got Vukcevic on the Velocity. Not numbered. That's got the teal background. That one going out to Chi-Town, Chicago, rival. You got Jordan Clarkson, another Nick, Zach Randolph. Keontae George going out to the Jazz and B3 on the rookie. That kid's a stud. You got Zion Williamson, fade to black. We did hit the Wemby of this in the past. The cracked ice version. It was a beautiful card. Zai going out to Joe Lurch. You got Malcolm Brogdon, Tony Kukoc, Joel Embiid, David Robinson on the nice Velocity. That'll go to Matt Leo Grand. You got Benedict Mathurin. Keontae Johnson for the Thunder. That's going to be Joe Lurch. Evan Mobley coming out on the green Velocity. That'll be numbered. 40 out of 175 for Mobley and rival. This kid's a stud also. Maxey on the Paragon Velocity. Nice one there for the Philadelphia 76ers. That one going to be Benny Lamp. Paragon Velocity. You got Taurine Prince, Kyle Lowry, Josh Hart, DeAndre Ayton, Gary Payton, Jarris Walker coming back out one more time for B3. Josh Giddey coming back on a Velocity, not numbered. OKC and Joe Lurch. And then you got the Ja Morant Paragon going out to the Grizz and Mike Haralambis. Mobley and Halliburton, 2 decent numbers to get right off the rip. We'll take that. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Happy to see Keontae George come out. That kid is an absolute stud. He averaged close to 20 points a game last year. He's going to be a beast. Gonna be a beast. Perfect. All right, bench is good. We get a swig of seltzer here. We got 2 in here watching now. We lost somebody. It's a late night, so I get it. Usually Big Cat will pop in, say what's up to us, hang out for a minute. I don't know why I grabbed Phoenix twice in a row, but I did, so we're going to stick with it. It's also a dented box. And you know what they say about the dented boxes. 60% of the time they hit all the time. And then look, you got a pack sticking out the side. You know I love that weird stuff. Pack just poking out. And I didn't want to grab this box, and I did. So something's telling me to grab it. All the telltale signs are there for this one to be a lucky box. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. We got Donovan Spida Mitchell. Olivier Maxence Prosper going out to the Dallas Mavericks. Joe Lurch. Jabari Smith is your first velocity going out to the Houston Rockets. That's going to be B3. Tyrese Halliburton on the insert fade to black, also B3. You got PJ, Drummond, White Chocolate, Jason Williams, OG Anunoby. You got Steph Curry. Bilal Coulibaly going out to Washington. Matt Leo Grand, nice rookie there. Nikola Jokic on the velocity going out to Denver. Joe Lurch. You got Luka Doncic on the velocity. Paragon. That one going out to the Mavericks and Joe Lurch. You got Anthony Hardaway, Scary Terry, Gordon Hayward, Vukcevic on the velocity as well, going out to the Bulls. That is Rival. Then you got DeAnthony Melton. Marcus Saucer coming out for Detroit. Rival. He's a solid little rookie. Solid little rookie. You got Julian Strother going out to Denver. This kid's flash too for Joe Lurch. Nice velocity on that rookie. We'll take that. Templeman is DeMar DeRozan for Rival. Nice little insert. Then you got Wendell Carter, Jalen Williams, Tony Parker, and Devin Booker. So I thought that was going to be a good little ultra rare box or something, but did not happen. Was not meant to be. Close, but no cigar. Okay, good to go. All right, bench is good. Let's go back to premium stock. Empty box. I see Donnie's in here with me. All right. What's up there, Rival? D Money in the house. So weird because some of these premium stock blasters can have like 3 hits in them and some can have none. Phoenix, you saw the same thing. Sometimes you can have 2 or 3 hits in one box. Sometimes none. But they load certain boxes. You get hot boxes all the time. It's one thing I love about like the Phoenix Winter Blasters for football this year were the same thing. Those things were loaded. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. You got D'Lo Russell leading us off. Stanley Umude going out to Detroit and Rival on the Rook. Jordan Hawkins, Rising Stars rookie, going out to the Pelicans and Joe Lurch. Nice one there. You got Alex Caruso on the Seismic going out to the Bulls. That is going to be Rival. Herbert Jones, Mitch Robinson. Rising Stars insert Jalen Williams going out to the Thunder, Joe Lurch. Victor Wembanyama, first Wemby to come out. Matt Leo Grand on the Rising Stars. That's a start. We'll take that. Seismic Kyle Anderson going out to the Minnesota Timberwolves and Joe Lurch. You got Ryan Rupert to the Portland Trailblazers. Matt Leo Grand on the rookie. Turquavian Smith going out to Philly. Benny Lamp on the rook. Jaime Jaquez on the Rising Stars rookie. That one going out to the Miami Heat and Adam Light. You got Scoot Robinson on the City Edition rookie for Rip City, Portland. Matt Leo Grand. Then you got Michael Porter, Keontae Johnson for the Thunder on a rook. Joe Lurch. Corey Kispert. Rising Stars Benedict Mathurin going out to the Pacers in B3. B. Mills coming out on a silver. We'll take that. Nice Prism rookie for Charlotte. Big Cat Bradford. You got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander on the City Edition Prism. Nice one there for OKC and Joe Lurch. You got Spencer Dinwiddie, Bam Adebayo. Rising Stars rookie B. Mills, Brandon Miller coming out for Big Cat Bradford. You got Tyler Hero on the Prism, going out to the Miami Heat and Adam Light. Ant-Man Anti-Gravity. That one going out to the Minnesota Timberwolves and Joe Lurch. Then you got Alperine Şengün, Rui Hachimura. Scoot Henderson, Rising Stars rookie. That one going out to the Portland Trailblazers and Matt Leo Grand. You got Mark Williams on the Seismic for Big Cat. The Sheesh base Giannis for Adam Light. And then Cam Whitmore coming out for B3 on a base. Tons of rookies in that box. Got a lot of the main rookies just from there. Got to get B. Mills up there. Got to get Wemby up there. Then we just got a bunch to sleeve. Alright, Pelicans got Jordan Hawkins. Rip City's got Rupert, Banton, Scoot. Take a break for B. Mills. And back to Scoot. And just like that, the Trailblazers moving up. Alright. Alright, bench is good. Stick with premium stock. Shake it up. We got a reverse course here. All right, here we go. Empty box. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Oscar Schwebe going out to B3. No idea who that is, but it's a rook. Josh Giddey. Dariq Whitehead coming back out for the Nets. That's going to be Matt Leo Grand. You got Chris Livingston on a blue seismic. Going out to the Bucks. That's going to be Adam Light, 36 out of 99 on the blue seismic. We will take that. Kawhi Leonard. Mohamed Gouye going out to Atlanta. That is going to be Big Cat Bradford. You got Brandon Mills on the base going out to Big Cat as well. You got Devin Vassell, Ben Shepard on the seismic rookie going out to B3. You got Keegan Murray, Jaquez going out to Adam Light, Derek Lively going out to Dallas, and Joe Lurch. KD on the hoopla. That one's going out to the Suns, I believe. Phoenix. That is going to be Joe Lurch. Jaden McDaniels, Ben Simmons, Luka Doncic. Then you got Taylor Hendricks coming out for the Jazz on a base. That's B3. PJ Washington coming out on the orange for the Dallas Mavericks. That is going to be Joe Lurch. Numbered 251 out of 299 for the Mavs. Zach LaVine City Edition for the Bulls. That's going to be Rival. Nice insert there. City Cisco, the wrong spur, going out to Matt Leo Graham. But this kid has gotten some work this year. He started to get some playing time. Andre Jackson going out to the Bucks. Milwaukee, that's Adam Light. You got Jason Tatum. Amani Bates going out to Cleveland on the silver Prism Rival. You got Shea Gilgeous on the Sheesh base going out to OKC, Joe Lurch. Taurine Prince, Clint Capella, KD, Kobe Brown to the Clippers. Clippers going to be Benny Lamp on the seismic rookie. Then you got Tyrese Halliburton on the hoopla base going out to B3, and Jalen Suggs rounding it out. Those were the base. All right, so we got a little more color. We reversed course and enticed a few more hits out there. All right, so PJ to 299 for Dallas and Joe Lurch. Put up a few more podiums here. We ain't done yet. There we go. Nice numbered rookie there for Adam Light on the Chris Livingston. Stacking the hits. Good start, B3. Good start. Okay. Sleep these guys up real quick. Get the bench. There. Bench is set. Let's get these thrown up here. And we are good to go. Let's stick with premium stock. Stick with premium stock. Empty box. All right, here we go. Trae Young, Cam Reddish, Josh Green, Seismic going out to Dallas. That's going to be Joe Lurch. You got a Sheesh Giannis going out to Adam Light. Ricky Council going out to Philly. Benny Lamp, nice one there. Jaden Ivey, Tyrese Halliburton, Hoopla Jokic going out to Denver. Joe Lurch. Tari Eason to the Houston Rockets. Hoops Inc. That is a good one. Tari Eason is a contributor for Houston. Very nice. Rockets B3 on the Tari Eason Hoops Inc. auto. We will take that for sure. That is a nice one to hit. All right, keeping it rolling. Tyler Hero, Devin Booker, Reggie Jackson, Vince Williams Rising Stars insert going out to the Grizz and Memphis. That's going to be Mike Haralambis. Chet Holmgren coming out for OKC. Joe Lurch on the Hoopla Prism Silver. Nice one there. If that was Seismic, that would have been to $2.99. Miles Turner, D'Lo Russell, Jaden Ivey on the Rising Stars insert Detroit Pistons rival. Jeremy Sohan on the Spurs Rising Stars insert. Matt Leo Grand. Spida Mitchell anti-gravity insert for Cleveland. That is rival. Then you got Andrew Wiggins. Stanley Umude going out to Detroit. Rival. Jordan Hawkins for the Pelicans and Joe Lurch on the Rising Stars rookie. You got James Harden Seismic going out to the Clippers. Benny Lamp. Silver Prism Benedict Mathurin going out to B3. You got Herb Jones. Mitch. Jalen Williams insert on the Rising Stars for the Thunder and Joe Lurch. Eric Gordon Seismic for the Suns. That one's going to be Joe Lurch. Nick Smith Jr. on the silver going out to Big Cat. And then Rayanne Rupert on the base for Portland, Matt Leo Grand. Got a sleeve up. Chet on the hoopla. That's a nice one. All right. Good to go on that one. I think I got everybody set up. Yep, we are good. What up there, Big Cat? What up, what up, what up? Welcome in. We got B Mills showing up for you so far. A lot of B Mills. A little bit of Mohamed Gouye for Atlanta. He's their center, the rookie they had that year. Star Trek, huh? I never really got into Star Trek or Star Wars, to be honest. I watched the Star Wars movies, but I was never really, like, super into either. My stepdad really liked Star Trek, but I just thought it was weird. I thought it was a weird show. But I was, like, 10 and 11 and when that was coming out, like 9, 10, 11, 12, when it was, like, when he was watching it. Wasn't really my cup of tea. I'd much rather watch a Knicks game or something, you know? At that age. Alright, here we go. Good luck, B3. Kristaps Porzingis. You got Rayanne Rupert going out to the 76ers. That one... Or sorry, the Trailblazers. That one, Matt Leo Grand. DeJounte Murray on the... Velocity, not numbered for Atlanta. That's going to be Big Cat. Weird that they're flipped upside down. You know, I like weird stuff like that. Jason Tatum, Paragon, going out to Boston and Rival. Then you got Keldon Johnson, Desmond Bain, Shea Gilgeous Alexander, Franz Wagner on the Prism. Magic. That's going to be Mike Haralambis on Orlando. You got Josh Hart, Scoot, coming back out for the Trailblazers. That one going out to Matt Leo Grand. Julius Randle on the Velocity, going out to the Knicks and B3. Dame Time on the Fade to Black for the Milwaukee Bucks, Adam Light. You got Gnarls Barkley, Zach Randolph, Dyson Daniels, Chris Paul on the Velocity. Going out to GS Dub, Joe Lurch. Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, Julian Phillips for Rival on the base rookie. G.G. Jackson on the Velocity rookie. Nice one there for Mike Haralambis and the Grizz. G.G. on the Velocity rook. Steph Curry on the Temple Men. Going out to GS Dub, Joe Lurch. You got Gary Harris, Rui Hachimura, Karis LeVert, and Magic Johnson to round it out. So no big numbered hit in there, but a beautiful G.G. Jackson on the Velocity rookie. We'll take that. All right. All right, bench is good. Cruising. Going back to premium stock. Last blaster for hoops. Empty. All right. Last premium stock blaster. Still 2 megas. That one just tapped Wemby. You know what that means? There's a Wemby in here. It means there's a Wemby in here. Which one, I don't know, but there's one for sure. I'd put any amount of money on it. Just tapped Wemby, so that's a sign. All right, here we go. Giannis. Leonard Miller going out to the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's going to be Joe Lurch on the base. Jabari Smith on the Rising Stars insert. Rockets, that's B3. Jalen Williams Seismic going out to OKC, Joe Lurch. Terry Rozier, Bowl. Walker Kessler on the Rising Stars for the Jazz. That's B3. Chris Murray on the base for the Portland Trailblazers. That's going to be Matt Leo Grand. You got Scotty Barnes on the Seismic for the Raptors. That is Joe Lurch. Victor Wembanyama on the base. There you go. Knew it was in there. Matt Leo Grand. Wemby number 2. Dorian Finney-Smith. You got Bojan Bogdanovic. Hoopla for LeBron James. That is the Lakers and Joe Lurch. You got Jaren Jackson. Andrew Nembhard. Rudy Gobert. Dylan Brooks. Peyton Watson for the Denver Nuggets on the Prism Silver. That's going to be Joe Lurch. City Edition. Nikola Jokic for Denver and Joe Lurch. Then you got Peyton Pritchard. Kason Wallace going out to Joe Lurch on the Rook. You got Naz Reid, Jaden McDaniels on the Silver Prism for the T-Wolves, Joe Lurch. Amen Thompson on the Attack the Rack base. I'll take that. B3 and the Rockets. You got DeAnthony Melton, Andre Drummond now and Nick. Grant Williams, Jaylen Brown on the Seismic going out to Boston and Rival. Keontae George is your Sheesh base for the Jazz and B3. Then you got Zach LaVine to round it out. Not a bad box, especially factoring in the Wemby and the Amen and Keontae. We'll take that. I thought the Jazz had a podium, but I guess not. I guess not. I know the Rockets do. So Amen can go up there with Tari Eason. It's my first Amen Thompson of the night. Hoping he heats up at the right time. Wemby number 2. Just out of respect, you got to throw LeBron James on a podium. You just have to. As much as I am not a LeBron guy, respect the game. Portland, first podium to fill. All right, full back row of podiums now. We'll take it. We're headed in the right direction. Just checking to make sure podiums are good. They look good to me. All right. Last Phoenix blaster. So all 5 blasters will be done after this one. Empty box. All right. Here we go. Good luck, B3. Last Phoenix blaster. We got Bam Adebayo, Bob Pettit, Gary Trent Jr., Brandon Pajemski, another upside down card. I'm telling you, something's coming. Brandon Pajemski, Pods, going out to Golden State. A little bit of some dimples there. But GS Dub, Joe Lurch on the Pods. Nice one. Jason Tatum, Rayanne Rupert going out to the Portland Trailblazers. That one's Matt Leo Grand. Dominique Wilkins on the Velocity going out to Atlanta and Big Cat. You got Chef Curry on the Fade to Black for GS Dub. That's Joe Lurch. Onyeka Okongwu, Obi Toppin, Pascal Siakam. Kawhi Leonard on the Velocity. That one going out to the Clippers. LA Clippers, Benny Lamp. You got Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't know what happened to him. He was good for a hot minute, but he's just hasn't stuck. Scoot Henderson coming back out for Portland. That's Matt Leo Grand. Marcus Saucer on the Velocity. Rookie for Detroit. Rival, Donnie Scheffler. Nice one there for the kid. Giannis on the Templeman. That's going to be Adam Light. You got Eric Gordon. Julius Irving. Jared Allen, something numbered, I believe. Tamani Kamara. That is the ultra rare. Bang. Beautiful card. That is the ultra rare Metropolis. So Portland staying hot. Matt Leo Grand gets the Tumani Kamara rookie Metropolis. Beautiful card. You got the Banton auto, and now the ultra rare for the rookie Tumani Kamara. This kid is flash too. Beautiful card, ultra rare Metropolis on the rookie. If that had been Wemby, it would have been a monster, but that's not a bad one to get overall, Matt. Very solid. Having yourself a night. And you know what? You don't want Wemby to get hot yet. You want him to get hot later. Buddy Hield coming out on a base. Then you got Julian Phillips for the Bulls. That's going to be rival. Grant Williams on the velocity for Big Cat. And then last but not least, a Grady Dick instant phenom going out to Toronto. And Joe Lurch on the Dick. That came out horrible. Joe Lurch on the Grady Dick. Why is that a last name? That's what I need to know. Why is that even a last name? From Andy Dick to Grady Dick. Didn't understand it then, don't understand it now. But that's just me. Scoot. Portland's podium is stuffed. Just filled to the brim. Okay, let's do this. First, we're going to cut this down. We'll cut Rupert. Rupert can go to the bench. All right, let's get our bench in order before we move on. All right, we are good with the bench. Let me get some more top loaders up here in the rack. All right, let's go. We'll stick with Phoenix. We'll do a Phoenix Mega first. Are they an item? Bam and Asia Wilson? I didn't know that. Empty box. Did not know that. A lot of cards in the Mega. All right, there we go. Alonzo Mourning is going to lead us off. Marvin Badgley, Jerry West, Chris Middleton, Luka Doncic, Pat Bev, Victor Wembanyama on the base. Going out to Matt Leo Grand. Brandon Miller on the Fade to black. B. Mills going out to Big Cat Bradford. You got a red ice Tatum going out to Boston, rival. Emmanuel Quickly on a red ice going out to Toronto and Joe Lurch. Brandon Roy, Isaac Okoro. Dame time. You got Josh Green, Kyrie Irving, Dennis Rodman. Julian Strother to the Nuggets, Denver, Joe Lurch. Thought something stuck. Templeman, LeBron James going out to Joe Lurch on the insert. Obi Toppin, red ice to B3. Red ices are not numbered. Julius Irving, red ice going out to Philly. Benny Lamp. You got Mike Conley. Larry Bird, Obi Toppin. Ain't no stopping, Obi Toppin. You got Jason Tatum. Bam Adebayo. Dariq Whitehead back again for Brooklyn. Matt Leo Grand. Quentin Grimes on the silver. Going out to the Detroit Pistons. That's going to be Joe Lurch on the Grimes. Instant Impact. Brandon Pajemski. Or Instant Phenom Pajemski. That's Joe Lurch. Nice rookie there. Onyeka Okongwu on the red ice for Big Cat. Manu Ginobili on the red ice for Matt Leo Grand. Second half. You got Bruce Brown, Rasheed Wallace, De'Aaron Fox, Eric Gordon, Spencer Dinwiddie, Onyeka Okongwu. Then you got Tracy Jackson Davis for GS Dub, Joe Lurch, nice rookie there. Paragon Devin Booker for the Suns, Joe Lurch. You got Nick Smith on the cracked ice rookie. That one going out to Big Cat Bradford. Not numbered, but we'll take it. PJ Washington on a gold ice for the Dallas Mavericks. That's going to be Joe Lurch, numbered 89 out of 175. PJ Washington, gold ice, 89 out of 175. You got Dyson Daniels, Shea Gilgeous, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Anthony Simons, Ivica Zubac, Buddy Hield, G.G. Jackson back again for Mike Haralambous. Nice rookie there. Brandon Pajemski, fade to black rookie for Joe Lurch. Then you got Dinwiddie on the red ice. Lakers, Joe Lurch. Horford, red ice for Boston. Rival, not numbered. Kevin Love, Tim Hardaway, Magic Johnson. Denny Avdia, Ayo Dosunmo. Keegan Murray. Jarris Walker going out to B3 on the base for Indiana. Jason Tatum, red ice fade to black, going out to Boston. Rival. Then you got Eric Gordon, red ice for Phoenix and Joe Lurch. Bob Pettit for the Hawks and Big Cat on a red ice. Lots of red ice. But through that red ice came a gold. That's PJ Washington hitting the board. For the Mavericks. Wemby number 3. G.G. Jackson, and Jarris Walker. All right, let's get the rest of these guys sleeved up. 10 to 12 when Star Trek came out. So that means if you were 10 to 12, Big Cat, I must have been like 2 or 3. Because I think you're about 10 years older than me. So when it first came out, I was a baby. I was just a baby. Mavericks just went up. Okay, good. All right, we're going to get the Warriors up on a podium with Pajemski. And we should be good. All right, on to hoops. Premium stock. This is first mega for hoops. We got one more for each left. 1 mega for Phoenix, 1 mega for hoops, and then our hobby. All right, here we go. I feel like we should let this one marinate, actually. We're going to let this marinate. I got a good feeling about this box. We're going to let it marinate for just a second. I think Cassidy just got home. And I'm going to take the recycling out to the bin. And just let it marinate for a second while I grab a seltzer, because I got a good feeling about this one. Call it a hunch. But maybe we can lure out another ultra rare. 12:44, we're making great time. After this one, we got 3 boxes left, so 4 total. Probably be done by 1:30. We're making really good time. I'll be right back. right, B3, we are back from letting it marinate. We are back. I had a good feeling about this box. 12:45, we're making great time. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. We got Clint Capella leading it off. Trae Young, Sam Merrill, Amen Thompson on the cracked ice. Finally, a decent amen. I'll take that. That's B3. Eric Gordon cracked ice going out to the Suns and Joe Lurch. Then you got a purple cracked ice Giannis. Nice hit. 13 out of 149 for Adam Light on the Giannis purple ice. Very nice. Trae Young hoopla going out to Big Cat Bradford. LeBron James on the Prism anti-gravity. That one's going to go out to the Lakers and Joe Lurch. Nice one there. Maxey, Ja, Jaden Ivey, Benedict Mathurin. You got OG, Red Ice Kelly Olynyk going out to the Raptors and Joe Lurch. Darius Garland ice to Cleveland and Rival. Malcolm Brogdon ice going out to the Portland Trailblazers, Matt Leo Grand. Amen Thompson back again on a base anti-gravity. I thought it was Wemby for a second. And then Oscar Thompson on the Attack the Rack Prism. Nice one there for Detroit Rock City Rival. Very nice. DeAndre Hunter, Pascal Siakam, Devin Booker, and Reggie Jackson. Now we got Peyton Watson, Jose Alvarado. You got Fred Van Vliet on the Rockets, Prism Silver. That'll be B3. Porzingis on the ice for Boston. That's going to be Rival. Also Derek White ice for Boston. Grady Dick ice going out to Toronto. Joe Lurch, nice rookie there. LeBron on the base, sheesh for Joe Lurch. You got Desmond Bain, D'Lo Russell, Stanley Umude, going out to Detroit and Rival. Ooh, a green. Jokic, that should be nice. Patrick Williams was a base. Jokic on the green for Denver. That's going to be Joe Lurch. 2 of 5. Oh my God, the 3-time MVP on the Emerald. 2 of 5. That is a monster hit for Joe Lurch. 2.5 on the green for Jokic, and that is beautifully centered. Very clean, dude. Little dimple there, but minimal. I would say it's a 9 for sure. Has a chance to 10. No print lines. Green to 5, Nikola Jokic. What a hit for Joe Lurch. Jokic green to 5. Nuggets. Does Denver even have a podium yet? No. Definitely the hit of the night so far. Jokic to 5. All right, you got Dame Lillard on the ice for Milwaukee. That is Adam Light. Jalen Williams ice for Joe Lurch on OKC. Al Horford ice Rival Boston. You got Trae Young on the City Edition for Big Cat. Kevin Huerter, Kevin Love, Mitch Robinson, Bruce Brown, Cade Cunningham. Silver is Jeremy Grant for Matt Leo Grand. Nice prism there. Ice Terrence Mann for the Clippers, Benny Lamp. Ice Wendell Carter for the Magic, Mike Haralambis. Ice Jalen Brunson for B3. We'll take that. Then you got Jokic on the Hoopla base. That one going out to Denver, Joe Lurch. Then you got Kawhi and Keegan Murray. What a box with the green to 5. What a card. That had the green to 5 of Jokic and Giannis, another past MVP, on a purple ice to 149. So talk about a loaded box. Talk about a loaded box. All right, we got one more mega of each, and then the hobby. All right, bench is good. Back to Phoenix. Empty box. I had a good feeling about that box. I was like, we're going to let it marinate because I got a really good feeling. And the good feeling paid off immensely for Joe Lurch. All right, here we go. First half. Good luck. Melo leading it off. Jose Alvarado, Jordan Clarkson, 3 Knicks now that just won the championship. Herbert Jones stuck to D'Lo Russell, stuck to Kevin Huerter. Then you got Andre Jackson going out to the Bucks. Adam Light on the rookie. Templeman Scotty Barnes going out to Toronto. Joe Lurch. You got Malik Beasley on the green ice for the Bucks. That is Adam Light. Steve Nash for the Suns. Joe Lurch on the red ice. Dwayne Wade. KD. John Stockton. Jaden Ivey. Klay Thompson. Kelly Oubre. Kobe Brown going out to the Clippers. Benny Lamp on the base. And then you got Amari Bailey for Big Cat Bradford on a silver rookie. Amari Silver. Trey Murphy on the red ice for the Pelicans. That's Joe Lurch. Jaime Jaquez, red ice rookie. Going out to Miami and Adam Light. That's a nice one. Reggie Jackson, Duncan Robinson. You got Pau Gasol. Quentin Grimes. Bradley Beal. Kobe Buffkin going out to Atlanta. That's going to be Big Cat Bradford. Josh Hart on the Prism Silver. We'll take that. B3. You got Victor Wembanyama coming out. Wemby number 4 on the Instant Phenom rookie. Matt starting to stack them. You got Kevin Huerter on the red ice for the Kings. That is Joe Lurch. Karl Malone on the red ice for B3. Dennis Schroeder, Jaden Hardy, Zach Collins, and Keldon Johnson. Reigning 6th man of the year. Second half, you got Kristaps Porzingis, Giannis, Hunter Tyson going out to Denver. That is going to be Joe Lurch on the base rookie. Chet on the Paragon going out to Joe Lurch on the base. Trey Jones Red Ice going out to Matt Leo Grand. We got an orange ice. That's going to be numbered for the Houston Rockets. Freddie Van Vliet. 87 out of 249 for B3 and the Rockets. You got Zach LaVine, Shaq, Stackhouse, Gnarls Barkley, Zach Randolph, Josh Hart, Bryce Sensabaugh coming out for the Jazz on a base rookie. That's B3. Jordan Hawkins for the Pelicans. And Joe Lurch on the fade to black rookie. D'Lo Russell for Joe Lurch, red ice. Pete Maravich, red ice for B3. You got Jalen Suggs, Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan, Gary Harris, Rui Hachimura, Karl Anthony Towns, Chris Murray going out to the Blazers, Matt Leo Grand on a base, LeBron James Templeman, red ice. Nice one there for Joe Lurch. Herb Jones, red ice, going out to Joe Lurch as well. And then Ben Shepherd on the ice rookie for the Pacers. That is B3. Ben Shepherd on the ice rookie. Freddie Van Vliet on the numbered. Rockets doing their best to stay up there in the front position. Same with the Pacers. Trying to hang in there and not get knocked out. Wemby number 4. LeBron having a nice day. Beautiful Templeman red ice. I thought that would be numbered even though it's red ice. And the red ices aren't numbered. It's just a nice looking card. All right, bench is good. Podiums are good. Let's get the bench caught up. This would be the Miami Heat, so they have a podium now. Okay. We have the Nets, Raptors, we have the Clippers. All right, good. Bench is set. Last mega of the evening will be Hoops Premium Stock. And then we got the hobby. Empty box. Okay, last Mega B3. Good luck. Good luck. Here we go. Jeremy Sochan. Cam Reddish. Jordan Hawkins, Rising Stars rookie for the Pelicans. That is Joe Lurch. You got Austin Reeves on the ice for Joe Lurch. Seth Lundy on the ice rookie for Big Cat Bradford. Evan Fournier on the purple ice. Detroit rival Donnie Scheffler, 92 out of 149. Fournier was a sharpshooter back in the day. Ant-Man City Limits, or City Edition. City Limits is a different parallel. That is for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Joe Lurch. Kevin Durant on the Hoopla, going out to Phoenix and Joe Lurch as well. You got Wiggins, Herb Jones, Mike Conley, Colby Jones on the Rook for Sacramento, Joe Lurch. Jalen Williams, Rising Stars insert for Joe Lurch. Victor Wembanyama, Rising Stars rookie, going out to Matt Leo Grand. We'll take that. Gary Harris ice for Mike Haralambis. Anthony Davis ice for Joe Lurch. Ice Josh Hart for B3. You got a KD Hoopla base now. That one is Phoenix and Joe Lurch. Then you got the anti-gravity prism, Joel Embiid for Philly. Benny Lamp. Rayanne Rupert going out to Matt Leo Grand on the base. Zubac. Craig Porter going out to Cleveland. That's going to be Rival on the Rook. Jaquez to Adam Light on the Rising Stars rookie. Malachi Branham on the Prism Silver for Matt Leo Grand. Then you got Franz Wagner for Mike Haralambis. Gary Trent Jr. for Joe Lurch. And Ben Shepherd on the Ice rookie for B3. Pacers. Young Shep. Okay, here we go. Second half. Joel Embiid, anti-gravity, going out to the Philadelphia 76ers, Benny Lamp. Michael Porter Jr. Keontae Johnson for Joe Lurch on the base rook. You got Giannis. Rising Stars, Benedict Mathurin for B3 on the insert. Brandon Mills, B. Mills on the Rising Stars rookie for Big Cat. Colin Sexton, silver for the Jazz. That's B3. G.G. Jackson back for Mike Haralambis with the Ice rookie. We'll take that. R.J. Barrett, Ice for Joe Lurch. Josh Green, Ice for Joe Lurch. Then you got Kason Wallace on a Sheesh base rookie, Joe Lurch. Dinwiddie, Şengün, Leonard Miller going out to the T-Wolves, Joe Lurch. Bol. Scoot Henderson for the Trailblazers. Matt Leo Grand on the Rising Stars rookie. Pajemski on the Rising Stars rookie for GS Dub, Joe Lurch. You got Anthony Simons on a silver for the Trailblazers, Matt Leo Grand. Jokic Ice for Joe Lurch. Alex Caruso Ice going out to Chi-Town. That is Rival. Then you got Miles Bridges on the ice for Big Cat. City Edition is Chet Holmgren for Joe Lurch. And then Cam Whitmore rounding it out for B3 on the Rockets. GG Jackson gets another nice one. I think he's due for a big year. He G-Leagued it for a little while to get his skills up. Seems like he's got his head on straight. I think he's going to have a great year. Let's get these taken care of real quick and we'll go to our hobby. Hawkes action. Adam White. Craig Porter, he's flashed off and on. All right, retail is done. Not bad for the retail portion of the break, though. I would say it went pretty darn good. Tons of hits. All right, let's get ourselves straightened out here. All right, bench is good. Let me get a few more top loaders up here. Need those. Can't proceed without them. All right. Here we go. 111, make a wish. Here comes the hobby. Chinese New Year. Wembenyama hunting. Empty box. All right, good luck, B3. These we got to be a little slower opening because they're a little bit thinner of cards. I don't want to damage them. I see what it's going to do. It's going to open backwards. All right, that's fine. We'll do that. Nice and gentle. These are much thinner than the Hoops Premium Stock and the Phoenix, which are chrome cards. These are like paper. Thinner than cardboard. Revolution seems to be a thinner product. Alright, here we go. Flip it and get it. Good luck, B3. Here we go. You got the Revolution rookie, Julian Phillips. That one going out to the Bulls on the New Year. That's the Chinese New Year rookie, Julian Phillips, for Chi-Town and Rival. Nice hit right off the bat. Siakam, Bradley Beal, Chef Curry, Kyrie Irving. New Year Red Ice Paul George for the Clippers. That's Benny Lamp. Then you got B. Mills on the rookie for Big Cat Bradford. Nice one there on the B. Mills rookie. You got Chet, Draymond, Miles Turner. The New Year Green Ice, Lauri Markkanen. That is numbered for the Jazz. Markkanen and the Jazz. That is B3, 29 out of 88. So that's one of the New Year box hits going out to the Jazz and B3. You got Jordan Poole, Miles Bridges, Joel Embiid, Vucevic. New Year Red Ice Tyler Hero for the Heat and Adam Light. You got Tracy Jackson Davis going out to GS Dub. That is Joe Lurch. Then you got Russell Westbrook, Tyrese Maxey, Desmond Bain, and Jarris Walker on the New Year, Chinese New Year rookie for the Indiana Pacers and V3. So Jarris staying hot. Dang, that is a tough corner on Markkanen. A soft corner. I'll have to see if I can fix that at all. Both corners are tough. Both corners on the bottom are tough. So, Lauri Markkanen on the exclusive Emerald, numbered to 88. Exclusive Emerald, numbered to 88. Chinese New Year exclusive. I'll take it. I will take it. B. Mills coming back out one more time. And Phillips for the Bulls on the rookie. Just getting the bench in order real quick here, B3. Bear with me. There we go. Perfect. All right. Bulls. Good. All right, here we go, B3. You got DeAndre Ayton, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Johnson, John Collins, Chinese New Year, Ice Parallel, Ja Morant. Very nice. Going out to the Grizz and Mike Haralambis. Cam Whitmore coming out on the rookie for Houston. That is B3. You got Josh Giddey, Zach LaVine, Malcolm Brogdon, Chinese New Year Colin Sexton going out to the Jazz, B3. Jared Allen, KD, Evan Mobley, Keldon Johnson. Chinese New Year is De'Aaron Fox for the Kings, Joe Lurch. You got Andre Jackson on the Revolution rookie going out to the Bucks and Adam Light. Tyler Hero, Paul George, Chris Paul, Chinese New Year rookie, Craig Porter for the Cavaliers, and Donnie Scheffler, rival. OG Anunoby, De'Aaron Fox, Colin Sexton, Ja Morant. Chinese New Year is OG Anunoby going out to the Raptors and Joe Lurch. Then you got Jordan Hawkins on the rookie, also Joe Lurch for the Pelicans. Okay. There it is. Craig Porter for the Cavaliers was the rookie. The New Year rookie. Then you got Andre Jackson on the rookie for Adam White. And Cam Whitmore on the rookie for B3. There we go. All right, get the base out of there. Last little bit. Come on, baby. Something lurking. Trae Young, DeMar DeRozan, Luka Doncic. You've got the Ice, Emmanuel Quickly for the Knicks. That one is also a Emerald exclusive. 50 out of 88 Chinese New Year Emerald exclusive going out to B3. My boy, Emmanuel Quickly. One of my all-time favorites. Dame Lillard, Terry Rozier, Paul George, Scary Terry again. Interesting that he came twice back-to-back. Terry. You got the Chinese New Year Luka Doncic going out to Joe Lurch. Matt Leo Grand on the Rayan Rupert rookie. Then you got Rui Hachimura, LaMelo Ball, and Ant-Man to round it out. So I would say Denver absolutely slaughtered it tonight. Denver slaughtered it. Absolutely murdered it. All right, let me get my stuff in order here. And we'll dive right into the recap. Because it is late and I wanted to get to bed by 2. So I'm making good time now, but I can't get distracted. Can't get distracted, gotta stay on course. get this cleaned up just a little bit to make some room. Not bad, V3. Not bad. Good there. We have 2 potential racks for the recap, so this should be good there. Garbage is out of the way. Get my supplies refilled so I'm ahead of the game for next break. We just dropped a Donruss case break with Topps Resurgent, so if you haven't checked that out, definitely go check that out. Tom Brady rookie chase still has just 9 spots left, so that sucker is almost full. Definitely worth checking that one out as well if you have not done so already. We are in a good spot here. We're doing well. Moving along. Breaks are moving along. Things are going good. Things are going good. All right. Let's get our recap situated. And right off the rip, I would have to say Denver is the big winner. Right after that, though, Portland for sure. Portland crushed it. Good there. All right, we are ready for the recap. One rack just about. We were close. We were close. All right, here we go, B3. Staying time efficient. Trying to be in bed by 2:30. Trying to hold myself to a schedule. I still got to take a quick shower too, so I got to stay on track here. All right, here we go. Phoenix Suns. This is Joe Lurch with the Hoopla. KD, Kevin Durant on the Hoopla. Bilal Koulibaly on the base rookie going out to Matt Leo Grand. Joel Embiid going out to Benny Lamp on the anti-gravity. 76ers also Benny Lamp. You got Ricky Council on the base. Then you got the Clippers. Benny Lamp as well. Kobe Brown on a base out of Phoenix. And a seismic rookie out of Hoops Premium. Toronto, Joe Lurch getting Grady Dick Instant Phenom and Grady Dick on the cracked ice out of Hoops. Big Cat Bradford getting Kobe Buffkin on a Phoenix base. Mohamed Gouye on a NBA Hoops base. And then Seth Lundy on a Hoops Ice rookie. Brooklyn, Matt Leo Grand getting Dariq Whitehead, Hoops Premium Stock base and Phoenix base. And then Dariq Whitehead on the Velocity rookie out of Phoenix. Joe Lurch on the Thunder, Kassan Wallace on a base out of Hoops, and a Sheesh base out of Hoops. You got Chet on the Hoopla Prism, and SGA on the City Edition Prism. Going to Rival on Chicago, Donnie Scheffler. You got Zach LaVine City Edition Prism, Adama Sanogo on the Seismic Rookie out of Hoops, and Julian Phillips on the base out of Phoenix twice, and then the Chinese New Year Julian Phillips Revolution rookie. Joe Lurch on the Lakers. You got anti-gravity LeBron. You got LeBron on a Hoopla Prism and LeBron on a Red Ice Templeman. Nice night for LeBron. GS Dub Golden State. Joe Lurch. You got Tracy Jackson Davis on a base. Also on a Chinese New Year rookie. Brandon Pajemski on the Rising Stars rookie. Pajemski Instant Phenom rookie. Pajemski Fade to Black rookie, and Pajemski on the Prism Silver out of Phoenix. Adam Light on the Heat, Rising Stars rookie Jaquez twice. Jaquez on a base out of Hoops, Jaquez Phoenix base, and a Jaquez Phoenix Red Ice rookie. Mike Haralambis on the Grizz. You got GG Jackson on a base out of Phoenix. Also the Ice out of Hoops on the GG. And GG Velocity out of Phoenix. Big Cat Bradford on the Hornets. Got Amari Bailey on a Silver out of Phoenix. Silver out of Hoops Nick Smith Jr. and a Red Ice rookie Nick Smith. Then you got B Mills on a Rising Stars twice. Fade to Black Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller Hoops base. Brandon Miller Hoops silver. Brandon Miller Chinese New Year out of Revolution. Nice night for B Mills and Big Cat. Taking it all the way down to the Jazz. Here we go. Pelicans, Joe Lurch, Rising Stars, Jordan Hawkins ×3. Hawkins on the fade to black rookie out of Phoenix, and Hawkins on the Chinese New Year rookie out of Phoenix. Then you got Zai on an orange Hoops premium stock color match with the basketball. That's numbered to 299, 66 out of 299. Nice Zion numbered for Joe Lurch. Cleveland, Rival, Donnie Scheffler getting Amani Bates on a silver Hoops. Craig Porter base Hoops, and Craig Porter on the Chinese New Year. And then a green Velocity Evan Mobley out of Phoenix. That is numbered 40 out of 175. Going to the Pacers in B3, you got Ben Shepherd on a Hoops Ice rookie. Shepherd on a Hoops Seismic rookie. You got Ben Shepherd on a red ice rookie out of Phoenix. Then you got Jarris Walker Instant Phenom. Jarris Walker on a base out of Phoenix twice. Jarris Walker on a Chinese New Year Revolution rookie. Going to Indy, also B3. On the Pacers, you got Halliburton on a City Edition. And not going to Indy. We were on Indy. And Halliburton on a green Velocity number 005 out of 175. Nice night on the Pacers for B3. Dallas, Joe Lurch. You got Olivier Maxence Prosper on the Phoenix base. Derek Lively on a Hoops base. PJ Washington on the orange Hoops color match the basketball. Numbered 251 out of 299 on the PJ. PJ also came out on a gold Phoenix Ice, also numbered to 175. 89 out of 175. So PJ was hot tonight. Detroit, Rival, Donnie Scheffler picking up Marcus Saucer on a Phoenix base and a Phoenix Velocity rookie. Saucer on the Phoenix. Ausar Thompson, base Hoops, and the Attack the Rack silver out of Hoops. Then you got Evan Fournier on the purple ice out of Hoops Premium, numbered 92 out of 149. Then we go to the Bucks. That was Adam Light. You're looking at Andre Jackson on a base out of Hoops and a base out of Phoenix. Andre Jackson on the Chinese New Year Revolution rookie. Giannis on a Sheesh Prism. Giannis on a purple ice out of Hoops, numbered 13 out of 149 on the numbered Giannis purple ice. And then Chris Livingston coming out on a blue Seismic rookie. That one numbered 36 out of 99. So Adam Light hot on the Bucks. B3 on the Knicks picking up the Emerald exclusive Chinese New Year cracked ice Emmanuel Quickly, numbered 50 out of 88. You got the Jazz also B3 with Taylor Hendricks on a base, Bryce Sensabaugh on a base, Keontae George on a base. You got Keontae George base Sheesh, and a green emerald Chinese New Year ice Lauri Markkanen, numbered 29 of 88. B3 had a good night on his teams for sure. All right. Matt Leo Grant on the Spurs picking up Victor Wembanyama on the Rising Stars rookie twice. Wemby on the Instant Phenom rookie. Wemby on a base Hoops rookie, and Wemby on a Phoenix base. B3 on the Rockets. You got Cam Whitmore on a Hoops base twice, and Whitmore on a Chinese New Year Revolution rookie. You got Amen Thompson Anti-Gravity base. Amen Attack the Rack base. Amen on the Ice NBA Hoops rookie. Then you got a Freddie Van Vliet orange ice out of Phoenix. That one numbered 87 out of 249. And then last but not least, Hoops Inc. on the Tari Eason out of Hoops Premium. Nice night for B3. Matt Leo Grant on the Trailblazers picking up Ryan Rupert on a Chinese New Year Revolution rookie. Chris Murray on a Hoops base and Phoenix base. Scoot Henderson on the Rising Stars rookie twice. Scoot on a Phoenix base twice. Scoot on a base City Edition. Then you got Delano Banton on the Crusade Phoenix auto for Matt Leo Grant. And The ultra rare Phoenix Metropolis case hit or ultra rare super short print Metropolis rookie for Tumani Kamara. Matt Leo Grand crushed it on Portland. Then you got Denver Nuggets top winner of the night, Joe Lurch with Hunter Tyson on a base, Julian Strother on a base, and Strother on a velocity. Then you got Jokic on the City Edition and the Jokic Emerald out of Hoops, number just 2 of 5. What a night for Joe Lurch on Denver and the 3-time MVP, Mr. Nikola Jokic. All right, on that note, B3, it is late 1:40. Like I said, I want to be in bed by 2:30. So thank you so much for getting basketball closed so we could break tonight. Joe Lurch, you closed this out with 5 spots. Congrats on the hit for Joker. That's huge. And Tom Brady box, 9 spots left. So we're almost closed for that. And we dropped break 475 tonight, which was a half a case of Donruss Megas and Topps Resurgence hobby. So definitely check that out if you haven't done so already. I'm going to bed. B3, love you guys, appreciate it.